All right, so if you saw last week's video, the last video we put out, we talked about swinging the club the way that you would throw a ball or throw the club out down the fairway. And I want to show you now another training aid that you can use to help you with this as well. It's the same idea. So when we see somebody who is hitting good solid golf shots, what we're seeing is, I guess I should move that bag out of the way a little bit better, right? Get that up here. We're overseeding and all that stuff. It's that time of year. Good, finally got it teed up there. Okay, so when we're seeing a good solid iron player, we're seeing this. Weight moves into the front foot, they're turning hips and shoulders through. You can see the hands are leading the club head. Take a look and imagine if there was a laser beam pointing out the butt end of the club. See how it's out ahead of me? Well, somebody who's struggling with their iron shots, they're hitting the ball this way. See, I'm not really turning through the same way, and you see the handle is actually moving backwards as the club head moves forward. That's going to give us thin shots and fat shots. This is going to give us solid shots. So here's a really simple thing you can do. If you got $2 on you, head out to the hardware store and pick up a little piece of PVC. I have used these all different widths. This is probably like 1 inch. You can use a little thicker, a little thinner, it doesn't matter. Grip this piece of PVC so that the butt end extends beyond your hands. See how it's going out in front of my hip right here? Okay. And then go ahead and make a couple practice swings. Notice how the butt end of the club is not hitting me. Okay. Now, as you do this, I would recommend you also do the drill we talked about last time where you're thinking about throwing your iron down the fairway. Don't let go of it, but just the idea you're throwing it, because there's a couple ways you can do this. You can do this correctly and incorrectly. Correctly would be turning back with your shoulders, lower body starts to downswing, hips turn, shoulders turn, and here we are. This is an exaggeration, a good exaggeration of what we want. We want this. A lot of times people, they just get consumed with this thing not hitting them in the side, and they kind of shove their hands down this way and think that this is correct. That's not what we want. We want everything turning. Shoulders turn back, hips turn through. Shoulders turn back, hips turn through. Then you can go ahead and pick up, if you don't have one of these impact bags. I think we've got these on our website too. They're inexpensive. You fill it up with old laundry or rags or something. Fill it as much as you possibly can. Then fill it up some more. Get it nice and full. And I'm going to go ahead and strike this bag, but I'm going to do it slow and easy. Lower body turns through, then upper body. This is the way you want to feel this. Not this. I didn't learn anything. I also felt I hit myself inside a little bit. Okay? We have to be shoulders back, hips through. So as I say that, what I mean is, it feels like my shoulders start the backswing and the hips start the downswing. They move towards a target. Left hip moves behind the left heel. Okay? Super simple. You can do it with an impact bag or without an impact bag. Now, if you really want to go simple and not make a trip to the store or Amazon or my website or whatever, grab your club. Here's my normal address position. Let's get this thing out of here, right? Here's my normal address position. I'm going to grip it in the middle of the shaft. Now I've just created the same training aid. I'm just pretending that the ball is up on a hill or something up here. Same idea. Shoulders back, hips through. Shoulders back, hips through. Then you want to build that up into a practice swing. Shoulders back, hips through. Shoulders back, hips through. You'll notice I'm contacting the ground ahead of where the ball would be. That means I would be striking ball, then turf, if I was hitting a ball. Okay? So, to build on what we talked about last week of creating good impact position through the correct motion, use some sort of a training aid where you can be sure that as you're turning through, the club's in the proper position, you're not letting the handle of the club flip behind the club head. I hope that helps. I'll see you next time.